Reading books seems like something from the Stone Age. I know almost no one who would be willing to sit down with a good nonfiction book nowadays. One of the main reasons for this lack of reading is a lack of clarity on how to start. In this video, I will show you exactly how to kickstart your own reading habit to aid in all of your life goals. What is up, YouTube? My name is Aidan Helfant. I am a freshman Cornell University student who makes videos on life advice as well as learning and fitness. Today we're going to be discussing my best tips for reading more. I am first going to discuss how you can learn to like reading in the first place. I will then give you actionable tips on how to build a consistent reading time into your day using things that have worked for me. Finally, I will discuss how to reduce distractions during your reading. How to like your reading. The first thing that comes with reading more consistently is enjoying reading in the first place. I believe that to be the most productive person possible, you have to enjoy what you're doing. Start with the books that you know you enjoy or at least sound interesting to you. If you enjoy sci-fi or fiction, then start with a book on one of those genres. It doesn't matter what it is as long as it gets you into the reading cycle. It could be Twilight for all I care. As you read more and more of these books, you will notice your love for reading spark. If you really don't like a book after the first couple of chapters, stop reading it. People must understand that books are not sacred objects. Many people believe that once you have picked up a book, you have to finish it by all means necessary. That's completely ridiculous. If you don't like a book, you don't like a book. It could just be personal taste or a need to read something else for a bit. It's perfectly fine to set a book down and come back later when you feel ready to tackle it again. But how do you know if a book's gonna be good before you read it? How do you save hours of your life by not having to put down a bad book? Blinkist is by far my favorite book summary website that I've come across in the past year. It is one of the most positively trending book sites out there right now. I've used it to read book summaries on Getting Things Done, The E-Myth, and a ton of other books that have changed my life. All you have to do is check if they have a book in their library by searching it up. If they do, you can start reading it in text or even Audible format right away by adding it to your library. They organize the books in blinks with a central idea at the top and supporting evidence below. Once you finish reading the summary, you can rate the author of the blink and make it more likely that they make a book summary in the future. Using Blinkist, I can make sure that I only read books worth my time. You can get 20% off by using my affiliate link in the description. If you prefer, you can start with a 7-day free trial and use the offer afterward. I receive a commission from this link and would really appreciate the support as it helps the channel immensely. Once we have built a love for reading, we can build the actual reading habit into our day. First, you have to change your mindset on reading in general. You need to understand that reading is one of the highest leverage activities that you can do. It will create and foster change that you never thought possible. I mean, think about it. We are literally taking the knowledge attained by people during their entire lives and learning it in just a few hours. You can't help but feel motivated by it. How to build a consistent reading time into your day. Everyone is different when it comes to reading time. I know people that read in the morning, at night, during their coffee break. It fluctuates on the person. However, my best tip for building a habit is to utilize the power of productive downtime. We all have random small time slots in our day where we're simply completely free for 5 to 10 minutes. It could be waiting for your coffee in line or during your bus ride to class. The point is that most people use this time to scroll through social media. If you want to be intelligent with your time, use these random slots for reading. That's right, get out your book, be it physical, digital, or in Audible format, and start going to town. These 5 to 10 minutes add up to an insane amount of time over the day and have led to me reading tens of hours more books over the months. My next big tip for building a reading habit is simply reading before going to bed at night. Everyone has their preferences, but I believe that the easiest time to read is right before bed. This is when you want to be winding down and getting ready to fall asleep. Everyone has to sleep, so there is no excuse for not fitting the time in your day. All you have to do is get out your ebook, Audible headphones, or a small nightlight and a physical book and read until you feel tired. Then you can just go to sleep. Finally, my last tip is to create a daily page requirement. This could be 20 pages or 25 or maybe just one. Store this information in a page document somewhere and make sure to reach that limit almost every single day. This will provide a visual representation for how much you read on a given day, month, or even years, and make it much easier to keep yourself motivated to keep going. Many people have asked me how the heck I read so much while attending college and posting regularly on my blog, Pinterest, and YouTube channel. The answer is, I don't. I listen instead. Audible is easily my favorite app subscription other than Readwise. By far the most popular and trending app for Audible books, it allows you to listen to books rather than read them. You can listen while doing the dishes, driving back from work, or sitting in the bath. This subscription has single-handedly doubled the number of books I read, and it can do the same for you. A Premium Plus subscription costs $14.95 a month, but the Plus subscription only costs $7.95 a month. Get access to your favorite fantasy series or a good nonfiction book now by checking out my link in the description below. How to reduce distractions for reading. One last thing before we wrap up the video is discussing how to reduce distractions for your reading. In the digital age, it's become much easier to get distracted while reading. One of my best tips for avoiding this distraction is putting your phone in another room and on silent while reading. What's that? Somebody's gonna call you in an emergency and everyone's gonna die? No, that's not gonna happen. If there is an emergency, they will call you twice or call 911, causing the phone to go off anyways. In all my years of reading on silent, I have never once had this situation occur, and in all likelihood, neither will you. That about wraps up my best tips for reading more in an age where reading is dying. Of course, now that you know how to read more consistently, the next step comes with reading more effectively. If you want to take more from what you read, check out my relevant videos on the topic in the description below. In them, I discuss how to use a fantastic app called Readwise, how to utilize the 4 steps of reading, and I also go into a more depth review of Blinkist. All right, guys, that is gonna wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to check out my other content on the channel, as well as my blogging website, which hosts a plethora of other things as well. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. As always, I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.